Everyone knows BAA is the target of this campaign.
Yeah.
But are there any other companies lined up?
Well, BAA are brilliant target. They have a terrible PR team, and so they're very easy opponents to take on in the court of public opinion. So that's actually been quite fun. They also have really crooked links with people in the upper echelons of government, and actually people who are directly making decisions which affect their business. So BAA are an excellent target, but the whole aviation industry is crooked as a 9-bob note, and there's nobody in the aviation industry that doesn't represent a valid target. I mean, we've never targeted Virgin because we actually, in Plain Stupid, we believe that Richard Branson kind of believes his own rhetoric about climate change and wanted to do something about it. He's completely wrong-headed about his approach to that, but that's why we haven't targeted Virgin yet. Ryanair are right up there with BAA. Ryanair, they've had Michael O'Leary working for them for the last couple of years, and he is just a brilliant classic pantomime villain, and that's how he's going to be remembered, as one of the great pantomime villains. He might as well have a hook hand and and an eye patch. Eco bollocks, climate change denier, and he just talks rubbish. Nobody trusts anything Ryanair says now. They've been caught out lying time and again. So Ryanair are an excellent target as well. EasyJet much more difficult. As a PR target, they have an excellent PR team, and they, like Virgin, are quite successful in convincing the public that they're trying to do something about climate change. Obviously, they're not, but they do seem to be quite good at convincing people that they are. So they're a bit more of a slippery customer as a target. Airbus, we targeted Airbus on Monday. We went and occupied a barge that was carrying a wing of an Airbus A380 and set up a climate camp on the barge. And we refused to leave until Airbus had agreed to return the wing to the factory and mothball it until scientists said that it's safe to build more aeroplanes. Obviously, they weren't too keen on that, so they got security to remove us from the barge. But the point of that protest was to highlight the fact that the Airbus A380 is being marketed as an environmentally friendly plane, greener, cleaner, quieter, all the rest of it. Right? The truth is, the efficiency gains, which are, there are real efficiency gains on previous models of airplanes, right? The Airbus A380, but they're insignificant when compared to the rate of aviation growth. And airlines like Ryanair, like EasyJet, who say, oh, we're buying a load of these new A380s, they're not replacing the planes they have with more efficient planes. They're just adding more planes to their fleet, which is, it's like energy efficient light bulbs. They're only good if you replace the bulbs that you have with energy efficient light bulbs. Just adding more light bulbs to your kitchen, that's not helping anyone. And so, yeah, the point of that protest was to highlight the fact that there is no such thing as an environmentally friendly plane. This is the Airbus A380 supposed to be the most eco-friendly plane on the planet. That's actually not even true, because it's no more fuel efficient than propeller planes were 50 years ago. The nature of a jet engine is that it's fantastically inefficient. If you ask airlines and airport manufacturers, they say all kinds of fantastical things about the efficiency gains which they expect to see over the coming years. But if you actually ask scientists and engineers, what they say is that the kinds of technological advances that would make aviation and air travel sustainable in the context of climate change, they're decades away, if they exist at all, and that's a very big if. And we simply don't have time to wait. It's just like waiting for, it's just like smoking and just waiting for them to invent a cigarette that doesn't cause cancer. It's exactly the same as that. great if they do it, fantastic. You know, if we end up inventing a plane that doesn't cause climate change, obviously I'll be the first person to board it. But the truth is, the technology that we have and the technology that's on the horizon is totally incompatible.
So you mentioned the PR teams of EasyJet and Virgin.
Yeah.
If everyone got nice PR teams and kind of made these pledges and said they wanted to do something, maybe even carbon footprinted their flights like fly B12, would it be much harder for aviation campaigners to be heard?
Well, let's be clear, you know, the message that we have, Plain Stupid and other aviation campaigners, the message that we have is a very difficult and very unwelcome message to most ordinary people. And if you were given this, if you were professional PR people and you were given this as a job, right, market this to people, yeah, you need to stop flying on holiday to foreign destinations whenever you like it. That's a very hard sell. So we're already faced with a really serious uphill struggle to turn public opinion around on this. So it's an incredibly hard sell what we're trying to do already, and this is in the face of multinational companies that have millions of pounds to spend on their PR. And you know, the Airbus ad campaign at the moment is a great example of that. You know, the Clean It Green It Quieter posters of their plane with sort of green leaves through it, and all the rest of it. You know, it's very, very difficult for us to compete with that. And that's why Plain Stupid take direct action, because it gives us a voice. We don't have millions of pounds to spend on a marketing campaign, but we've read the science and we understand it. And we know that the marketing campaigns of people like EasyJet and Virgin actually completely contradict the science. And so nobody's coming up with millions of pounds for us to spend on an ad campaign, unfortunately. And so direct action is an excellent way of getting us a voice and drawing attention to the other side of the argument. So the PR teams of EasyJet and Virgin, they do make things very difficult for us, but I mean, we're expecting that, we're ready for that. You know, the fact is we're right, and whatever they say, you know, the 2% figure is a brilliant example of something which the aviation industry have very, very successfully planted in people's minds. They've planted this notion that aviation is responsible for only 2% of our emissions in the UK, and so, well, yes, we should be worried about it. This is what EasyJet say. Of course we should be worried about climate change. You know, we know aviation emissions cause climate change, and climate change is a big problem. So you know, that's why we have our award-winning offsetting scheme, etc. Right? That's EasyJet's line.